Hello everyone, welcome back to our tutorial. Today we want to cut and sew a basic gown. We drafted the basic gown, so make sure you watch how we draft the basic gown pattern. So now we want to cut and sew a basic gown. What you need is your basic gown pattern. This is my front pattern, this is my back pattern. I'll drop the link on the description box, and this is the material that I'm using for this project. So now the next thing I will do will be for me to pin down my pattern to my fabric, then I will cut the fabric. So this is the front pattern that I have pinned down, so I will go ahead and cut my fabric. So I'll take off my pattern for the front. Remember, when pinning down your pattern on the fabric, you need to make your fabric needs to be on fold. I forgot to tell you, the fabric needs to be on fold. So this is my front, so let's go ahead and cut the back. This is what I mean by making it to be on fold. You fold your fabric into two like this, then you place your pattern. Then you carry your pattern and place this way. So this is what I meant by folding your fabric into two. Then I will place my pattern the way I'm placing it now. Then I will pin it down. So I've pinned down the back pattern on my fabric. I want to cut it now. The back, if I'm cutting it separately, I will cut two for the back. But I just want to cut both panels together. So I make my fabric to be on fold. Then I will cut the both sides. So I'll take off my pattern. So these are my two back panels. Can you see? These are my two back panels. And this is my front panel. So the next step is for you to transfer your dart to your fabric. I believe you can see my dart. Let me zoom it. Then you can see my dart. I have transferred my dart to my fabric. This is for the front, the first dart, and the second dart. I'll do same for my back panel. Then I will show you how I transfer the dart. Just carry my back pattern and place it on the fabric, making sure that I align everywhere, that the pattern aligns to my fabric. Then can you see the dart? I use my tracing wheel to trace out the dart. When I trace it out, it shows on the fabric. But if you don't have your tracing wheel, insert the dart the way we did on the pattern. But if you have a tracing wheel, it will be easier the way I am going to show you now. You can decide to pin down your pattern again to your fabric. So starting from where my dart starts, I just trace it the way I am doing now to where the dart stops. Remember, for the back, the dart stops 1 inch below my chest line. Can you see? It has shown on the fabric. So I will use my chalk and my ruler to trace the markings. So that is my dots. Can you see? I have traced out the dots. I'll do same for the other side of the back panel. So now I will go to my sewing machine and hold the dots. As a beginner, I will suggest for you to pin down your dots this way. Can you see how I pin this down? Just to show you. Just fold it this way. Pin it down. Follow the line that you drew. Then when you get to your sewing machine, mind you, are sewing at the wrong part of the fabric. Just sew it this way. Follow the line to where the dot stops. Do same for both back panel and the front panel. So let me show you how to hold your dots. This is the dot that I drew earlier. So you follow the straight line, hold your fabric this way. This is where it starts. So I'm sewing on this other line, the dot leg. Make sure you align everything. Then I'll sew it following this other line. So this is my dot. Can you see? Can you see this other one? Can you see how neat it looks? So after holding the dot, I'll go ahead and iron it. I'll go to my iron board and iron the dot. Then the next thing is for me to cut an interface, what I'll be using to turn the neck. So as you can see, I folded my front into two the way I folded earlier. So I carried my fabric, fold into two this way. Then I'll just place my front fabric, making sure that my center front, that is the side that is on fold, matches with this other side. I will push it down a bit. Then I will cut it open. I'll cut it. Can you see? Then I'll just cuff this other one. So this is what I'm using. Can you see? This is what I'm using to turn the neck. I'll do same for the back. So what I'll do now will be for me to carry this interface, right side facing each other. I'll place it on top of the neck. Can you see? Then I'll go to my sewing machine. I'll use 0.5 inch and sew it round. So as a beginner, you need to pin it down. This tutorial is strictly for beginners. So I'm showing you all the basics. So you pin it down, then you go to your sewing machine. That will be easier. following 0.5 inch. You sew it. After sewing it, then you turn it inside out and iron it. So let's go to the sewing machine now. So I have attached it both for the front and the back. Can you see? Then I will go to my ironing board. I will open it up and iron it. As you can see, I have notched it so that it will be easier to fold back when I want to fold. So I'll go to my ironing board. I'll iron it this way for all my panels. That is the both front and the back. So I've ironed the neck. Can you see? I've ironed the neck for the two back panels and my front panel. So what I will do now will be for me to install my zipper. For you to install your zipper as a beginner, you need to mark your zipper allowance first before installing your zipper. So I will mark my zipper allowance, then I will show you what to do next. So I have marked my zipper allowance as I said earlier. Can you see? This is my zipper allowance. I have marked for the both back panels. So I will go to my sewing machine. I will install my zipper. I have a detailed video on how to install your zipper. So I will drop the link so that you can watch it. When you watch that, what I'm doing here will be easier for you. So before installing your zip, determine where you want your zipper to stop. For a gown like this, you can make your zipper 2 inches above your hip line. So this is where I want mine to stop. So I have marked it. Can you see the mark? So I will go to my sewing machine. I will join from here to the hemline, leaving this side for the zipper. After joining it, then I will install the zipper. So I have installed my zipper. That is my zipper. So the next thing now I will do is for me to carry my front panel and place on top of the back panel, right side facing each other. Then I will go ahead and sew the shoulder. We'll sew the both shoulder. So I've joined the both shoulder. Can you see? This is the inside. Can you see the inside? So the next thing I will do now will be for me to attach my sleeve. I'll attach my sleeve, then I will bring it for you to see. So I have attached my sleeve. Can you see? I've attached the both sleeve. I fold the hem. Fold the hemline. So the next thing I will do now will be for me to join my side seams. So the next thing is to join your side seam. As you can see, I have pinned down my front and my back together, and I have measured my seam allowance. I made use of 2 inches. So I have marked my 2 inches all down for this side and the other side. So I will go to my sewing machine and join it from the sleeve to the hemline. This is the final outcome of our basic gown. Can you see how neat it looks like? This is the back view. It looks so neat and beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that once I upload new tutorial, you'll be first to be notified. See you on our next video. Bye bye.